So remember to pause the video before you listen to my answers. First question: is there a good Italian restaurant nearby? Answer: um, I don't know. I don't think there is nearby here. My house, no. Question: when was the last time you had a problem? And tell me how everything turned out. Answer: well, the last time I had a problem was when I don't know, I must have forgotten to call a student or do something the school told me to do. And it turned out just okay because my boss knows me and I have Isa, which helps me, which is the girl who helps me. So, number 3, describe an advertisement you saw on TV recently that you think is funny and interesting. Wow. Answer: well, I don't watch TV so frequently, but funny and interesting. Maybe in the 90s, there were some beer commercials that were pretty funny because they were politically incorrect. And I really like that kind of thing. But I don't specific remember. Don't take my answer as an example. You should make an effort to remember, okay? Number 4, do you think that people with high incomes should pay more taxes? Answer: no, I don't think so. I don't think people with high income should pay more taxes because once I had a student and he had a very nice idea when it comes to income distribution. Of course, poor people um, should profit from tax and etc., right? But charging people who earn a lot of money more money, mainly in a country like Brazil, will just contribute to corruption. So my student's idea was that expensive things would be taxed more. Expensive, I mean fancy, and basic things like rice and beans would be taxed less. I think that's beautiful because then you don't have to worry about people trying to cheat in the income tax, right? And you can make sure that, for example, a guy who buys a Ferrari, I don't know, the guy will spend 1 million, right? That guy would pay like 50% of tax. All right, it's ostentation, so he is able, if he really wants to do something ostentatious, so he would be able to pay, I don't know, 1,500,000, right? 1,500,000 reals. Now, on the other hand, rice, let's imagine a kilo of rice is 10 reals. The tax would be so low, actually none, that a person would be able to buy, I don't know, a kilo of rice. Instead of 10, the person would pay 5. So look how nice it is, right? Well, if I am a guy who gets a lot of money, but I don't like to buy ostentatious things, um, well, if I'm going to, I don't know, buy food, for example, nobody's going to buy 1,000,000 kilos of rice, you know? So it depends on what I buy, not on how much I earn. I think that's pretty nice, pretty nice. So, but of course, I just agree with that if they ended the income tax, all right? So the idea is they're going to uh, increase the tax of some products, but at the same time, they're going to decrease. For example, milk would be decreased a lot, no tax, right? Now, let's imagine, I don't know, ticket for concerts, all right? Even though concerts are important and people like it and etc. But, it's what is more urgent. Well, next question. When you have to go to school the next day, what time do you have to go to bed if you want to get a good night's sleep? Answer: well, for me, a good night's sleep would be 5 hours, 5 hours and a half. Ideally, I'm able to sleep 4 hours and a half, but sometimes I can't. Number 6, do you consider yourself a good outdoorsman? Explain. Answer. No, not at all, because I have never camped. I hate mosquitoes. I don't know how to build a fire. No, I do how to build a fire. I do. I think it would be fun if I had time. It would be fun. I prefer to live here in my cavern. Um, Question. Was there ever a time when you felt you could have helped a friend but you didn't? Wow. Yeah, my answer is yes. There were many times I could have helped my friends, but I didn't with their English and with other things. Uh, I tend to be very selfish. Yeah. Next question. Mm, Many teens have eating problems and are overweight. Do you think their parents should ignore a problem like this? Answer. Well, I think their parents should try to do something about it if it's like a morbid, right? But if it's just like a kid eating sweets, I'll let the kid eat sweets, you know? Let me see. Question. Do you usually make your bed every day or does someone make it for you? Well, my answer. No, I don't make my bed. My wife does it because I don't know. I wake up too early. Next question. Are jobs requiring hard manual labor well paid in Brazil? Answer. Well, as a rule, they're not, of course, but there's some maybe. Not as well as the United States, right? United States is very, very interesting because a carpenter, for example, will make more money than many doctors, you know? Next question. Describe someone you know whose personality is totally incompatible with yours. Answer. Well, I don't know, people who are very friendly, you know. So maybe some of the teachers that work with me, they like to start conversation and talk. They try to get together with other teachers during break. They're incompatible with my style, you know, with my personality because I really like isolation. Next question. Name a good clothing line for teens and tell me what do you like about it. Answer. I have no idea about clothing line for teens. Oh, no, wait. There was one, my son, Anjos, I think, right? I think, I don't know if teenagers is still like that, but mm, my son bought some of those and they're good because they're cool. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I will record a separate video if my computer helps me here. Okay, with the situations, okay? I just hope I'll be able to stop this video without crashing everything. No way I could.